Okay, hi everybody. I'm here with Crystal from South Africa, and she's agreed to do an interview with me about her success in her online business. So, welcome, Crystal.
Hi, how are you, Sandy? Thank you so very much for having me.
Oh, thank you. It's an honor. We'll start with the first question. So, what inspired you to start working online?
So I'm a single mom and I'm a stay-at-home mommy. God blessed me with the most beautiful girl at the age of 43, and all I wanted to be was a stay-at-home mom. My son is 20 years old and he was part of a twin. So unfortunately, quite early in my pregnancy, I lost his sister. And when God blessed me 16 years later with a little girl, all I wanted to do was be a stay-at-home mom. At the time, I had a restaurant with a business partner, and that failed. Unfortunately, with in South Africa, we had COVID and we had load shedding, so our business failed. And I started looking online for an opportunity where I can stay at home, be an involved mommy, be a stay-at-home mommy, and actually spend time with my little girl. So I ventured on into the online world. I was working for two foreign companies from one was from the UK and one was from Ireland, but it was grueling hours because of the time difference with the country that I'm in. And I was working for the one company from 4 o'clock in the morning till 10 o'clock in the morning, then the other one from 10 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night, with a 2-year-old little girl that wanted mommy. So at school it was fine, but in afternoon I had to go and fetch her at 1 o'clock, get her down to a nap by 2 o'clock so that I can continue working till 6 o'clock, and hopefully she sleeps because I was working for a call center. And it was grueling. It was hard on both my children, and on me because I was highly strung. And I think God heard my prayers and I lost both my jobs within a period of 2 weeks. Now, you must understand, I've been working for these companies for almost a year. And in 2 weeks, God said, enough is enough. And I then did what everyone else did, and I started looking online for online opportunities. I'd also done MLMs in the past, but MLMs just wasn't working for me. I mean, I'm a hard worker. I put in all my efforts, but it just wasn't working because it's a lot of hours for a very small amount of money that I made. And then I found digital marketing, and my biggest regret is that I hadn't started this sooner. That's the only regret that I've got. I mean, if I can see what this has done in my life and how miraculously it has turned my life around, what this is doing to people's lives inside our community. I wish I'd found this sooner. The amount of money that I would have saved, and the amount of time that I would have had extra time, my children, I wish I could have that back. But at
Yeah.
least I'm already a step in the right direction and I'm getting my time back. That's what I'm grateful for. Mm.
Exactly. And that's my why as well. That's what it's all about. It's being there for your children.
Exactly. I mean,
So
it's like my little girl is 4 years old. She's 4 years old once in her life. It's only now. And I mean, the things that she comes up with, I'm like, she is Miss Personality. And I literally just want to spend as much time with her as possible. And I get to do that. I get to work around her schedule and around her life and her sporting events, and I get to be there.
exactly. And that's what God put us on this earth for. I don't care. We weren't meant to work more time away from our family than be
Mhm.
with them.
Exactly.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
So if somebody was to ask you, like, what would be the difference in this particular digital business than say any other one out there?
Um, I must be brutally honest with you. I don't know a lot of other digital businesses. I Unfortunately, I'm very OCD. I need to be good at one thing. I can't be good at multiple things. I do find if I diverge, I lack. My business goes downhill. So I need to be laser focused on what I do. I cut out all the other noise. I know these other programs out there. Are they good? They probably are, because otherwise they wouldn't be successful. Do they work for me? I would not be interested whatsoever. What I have found with Michelle O'Neill is she talks to my heart. I understand where she's coming from. Just the amount that she like takes our business to the next level is like something I've never experienced my entire life. And I've had three of my own businesses. So I know there's other products out there, and yes, they probably are good. but I am so devoted to the Legacy Builder program that I would not even look at anything else. So unfortunately, I can't compare it. I must tell you, because I'm also a mentor, I've got my own community. I've got a lot of people from other programs that also contact me, and they are struggling with their programs. So I do believe in my heart that we are in the right place and at the right time, on the right program.
Yeah, that kind of leads me to my next question, I guess. So if somebody never ever worked online before and they came to you, what would you tell them about making that transition to working online? Because I think, a lot of, especially my age group, like you're in your 50s and to think about giving up that normality of working for somebody else 9 to 5 and making that transition to working online. Any advice you would give them to just help them get over that mindset that, you can do this?
Absolutely. And Sandy, I totally understand where you're coming from. Change is scary. It doesn't matter whether you're in an uncomfortable situation, but change is scary because we are comfortable in being uncomfortable. That's the scary thing. So I understand where people come from, and until you are like really uncomfortable, you're not going to make a change. But when you do, the Legacy Builder program is exactly that. It is that beginner friendly, user friendly program. Now, I have been doing the Legacy Builder program for 16 months. So I started when we were on IPS, then we moved over to the Legacy Builder program, which was in April of last year. And now we are almost celebrating our first year with the Legacy Builder program. And Michelle has just like literally taken it to the next level. Now, as a complete and utter newbie, I have made the huge success in this business that I would have never imagined in my wildest dreams. No background, no following, no previous experience, no TikTok knowledge. Didn't even have a TikTok account, and I started this. Now that was when it was IPS, so it was a little bit all over the place. Then Michelle launched the Legacy Builder program that was a little bit more structured. Now, as of tomorrow evening, we are launching the Legacy 2.0, which is going to be absolutely next level. I mean, we are going to have a 30-day hand holding where it's step by step, so much so that you are going to have to do the Kajabi training. Your Kajabi is going to be locked, and you will not be able to proceed to the next level if you haven't done the one training. And then the next thing is you will have to do a kind of an exam to get through to the next one. That means your bases are covered. It's like with any business. Once your foundation is correct, you will have a success. But if there's holes in your foundation, it is going to crumble. And what's happened with a lot of people that started with a Legacy Builder program, they are all over the place. So they will watch a 5 minutes here of the video or a little bit there, and then they will go there. So every time that there is somebody that is struggling with the program, it's because they didn't complete all the training. So now all of that gets taken away. Over and above that, we're going to have a PDF that's going to be step by step. That's going to take you how to do this. The modules that's going to be added, where you can basically, especially as a newbie, put together a hook and then a testimonial and then benefits and then a CTA. You're going to be able to build your own messages until you are comfortable with it. So you are going to get all the guidance and support. I mean, just it's absolutely beginner friendly, lots of hand holding. I mean, like Sandy, we are 50,000 people inside our community. You can lie awake at 3 o'clock in the morning in whichever country, and you can go into our community, and somebody is going to be online that's willing to help you. Community is where it's at. My son is currently
Mhm.
studying online. He's studying IT through a different company, and it's parrot learning. It's parrot learning, and he only has whoever the lecturer is in front of him that's teaching him. He doesn't have anyone that he can put his hand up to, that he can say, do you know what? Yes, how did you do that? Or how did you find that? Or I mean, we are all different. Someone may explain it just in that little bit more different, then you can understand it. Whereas my son doesn't have that. Whereas we've got that. We've got so many high achievers that's earned in excess of $100,000 that's teaching you their success. This is the best investment you will ever make in your entire life.
It's truly incredible. I mean, the camaraderie within that community, the level of skills beside the skills of Michelle and Mike, the founders, and they just keep giving. They just keep giving and giving and
Yes,
giving and more. And it's so, it's from their heart, like, and when you're involved in
yes.
a business like that, that it's not just about the money. Yes, they're truly successful in 2 years, since it was originated in September of 2022. I mean, they're multi-millionaires today, 2 years, but
Yes,
they're just like me and you, like it's
yes.
their hearts are on their sleeve. I mean, they're inviting people to their home, for goodness sake,
I
for a
know.
retreat.
And the
It's
best of all is, Sandy, the training that we get inside our inside a DGC, digital growth community, is for free. It is for free.
Yes,
Michelle, $1 million millionaire, invests her knowledge and her skills into me, into my business every single day, and it
every
doesn't cost
day.
me a cent. I mean, how insane is that?
Yeah. I
It's
mean, we're being mentored daily, really, right?
yes,
Like daily by multimillionaires.
yes,
It is incredible.
no.
So I love your excitement. It is truly amazing. So on the flip side, what challenges can you say like that you faced in yourself? And I know for many of us, it's our mindset. I guess we all challenge with that. Like, is there anything that sticks out for you when you started?
So I like I said, I lost both my jobs before I started digital marketing. And unfortunately, at that time, I was living month to month, paycheck to paycheck. So I didn't have any savings. So when I lost my jobs, I was in deep trouble. So much so that my mom, for a period of 2 months, had to pay my groceries for me. And she was also the one that purchased my program for me. I started off on back then, our house program was a $600 program. But before I started, I prayed about this, and God gave me four confirmations within a period of 24 hours that digital marketing is what I've been praying for and what is going to change my life. It wasn't easy in the beginning. Even with those confirmations, it wasn't easy. I was arrogant. I came from 28 years worth of sales experience, and I thought I knew everything. And it's like, oh, I'm not going to watch that. I'm going to skip that. One of the biggest mistakes that I made is I wasn't coachable. I had to go back to my training, and I had to go and do specific trainings properly with a pen and paper, engaged, and answer it one by one. And when I did that, literally 4 weeks in, the Thursday, exactly to the date, 4 weeks in, I did the training that was how to find your perfect customer. And once I did that, I implemented the next day, I had my first sale. And for 11 months straight, I earned every single day. It's beautiful. Go and show pretty. Back.
Perfect
So
timing. That's what
sorry.
it's all about.
I'm so sorry. That's my kitties. Um, so so that was fantastic, but I had to get over that. Again, I was struggling about like every newbie did, where it was just trying to find my feet, trying to find my voice. And once I became coachable, things changed. Was it always easy? No, it wasn't, because like with every business, there's hurdles. I had problems with payment gateways, and then eventually settled on one and found that. But I also do believe that every time that I had a hurdle, God was redirecting my steps. Then I had huge success in my business. I mean, I was hitting 30K months for 6 months in a row, from April of last year. April, May, June, July, August, September. And then in October, I lost my big TikTok account. It was suspended. That hurt my business really badly because, unfortunately, again, I was arrogant. I didn't do everything that I was supposed to do, and I also became complacent. So one of the things that we are taught is you have to build your email list. I didn't. So I lost my big TikTok account, and I then learned what doesn't work. but I also learned other social media platforms, which means now I am so much better as a mentor to my customers because I can tell them what works on which social media platforms, what doesn't. And over and above that, I have now started growing my email list because that's the one thing that I had to learn is that the space that you've got on any social media platform is rented. You can lose your account at any given time. I mean, in America, what was it, a month ago? TikTok had a total
Mhm.
shutdown. So learn to grow your email list. So that is again, it was a hurdle, but looking back, it was important for me to go through that. Um, but yes, there definitely are hurdles like with every business in life. Also, just being a single mom, it does. I have had to learn to work around my children. So I get up at 5 o'clock, or specifically my little girl. I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to start doing my trainings. She's at school till 1 p.m. And then in the afternoons, I get to be mom. And in the evenings, I do my trainings again. So I just learned to work around my child. Yeah.
Exactly. And that's one of the main things with this business is so attractive is like
Yes,
you can work around your schedule as a parent.
exactly. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So I guess my final question is, how has it changed your life? And I guess we kind of read between the lines and we can tell that it's been wonderful for you and your challenges have grown you, obviously.
I, Sandy, if you told me 16 months ago I would be here, I would not believe you. I'm a plain normal girl from a small town. I've lived here most of my life. Um, I I mean, I've had my own businesses. I'm a hard worker, but never in my life did I ever thought I'd be here. In South African terms, in my currency, I'm a multimillionaire 4 times over. I've earned 4 million rand in my
Oh my
currency. In
goodness.
dollar terms, that's $215,000 in 15 months.
Congratulations.
Um, it makes me the second highest earner in our company in the Legacy Builder program in my country. And
Wow.
I'm just a
That is
normal
fantastic.
little girl that has, and I'm like, if you don't believe in miracles, this is it. I believe I'm a walking miracle, and I believe that God had blessed me with this so that I can be of a blessing to others and I can teach them just with an open heart and total giving. But oh my word, I had gone from being that mom that who lost my both my jobs at the age of 46, sitting on the couch. I literally couldn't get off my couch because I was absolutely that distraught and depressed. And also, I had such severe anxiety. It's like, how am I going to feed my children? And to have gone from where I couldn't even buy my little girl a candy bar, a chocolate in our shopping center. I had to go and buy 5 things, and I literally had enough money for those 5 things in my bank account. And she wanted a chocolate, and I couldn't afford it. And she was 2 years old. How do you tell a 2 year old, I can't buy a chocolate for you? And then to make it even worse, one of my friends was standing behind me in the queue, and he's like, "But why don't you buy a chocolate?" And I'm like, and I think I mumbled something about it's dinner time. I can't afford, she's already had a chocolate or something like that. But feeling like that, it was the worst thing ever. To had gone from there where I had lost 2 businesses because of COVID and load shedding. I had lost 2 jobs. The bank had repossessed my car. To where I am now, 16 months later, I am debt free. I have purchased 2 cars cash in the last year. I purchased a double cab bucky for myself, an off-road vehicle, and a car for my mom for her birthday to say thank you for everything she's done for me. My son has been on holiday for 6 months in England to go and grow up and decide what he wants to do with his life. He can go and study. He can start living his dreams. We've been on holiday 3 times already, and it's just finally I am living my life. My dad passed away 2 weeks ago. I
Mm,
could
I'm
cover all of
sorry.
his cost. Um, and now I can take care of my mom. I'm retiring my mom by the end of this year, and I can start giving her the retirement that she is worth and that she deserves. Um, and that's because of one yes. It has taken me from barely surviving and being overstressed and not spending time with my children to being an involved mommy. Whereas now I've created my own community, I've launched my own first paid product today, and I will be doing in the next month I'll be launching 5 more products because of one yes that I said, because of skills that I've learned. The sky is the limit with this, and I'm so grateful that I was blessed with this opportunity.
What a beautiful story. Oh my goodness. Congratulations. That
Thank
is
you.
so,
Thank you.
yeah, God has blessed you. Thank that's it's such a wonderful thing to hear that you've come so far and are helping so many people. And this opportunity is out there for anybody listening. Never think that you're not capable of doing something, from changing your life just in one move, that Crystal made this decision and her life has completely changed. So if
I mean,
anybody is
say
interested,
it's ideal for anyone from 18 to 80. It doesn't matter your culture,
exactly.
it doesn't matter your background. I don't know if you're aware of it, but there's a lady inside in our community. She actually often attends my lives. Her name is Marsha, and she is from Jamaica. In Jamaican terms, she's made 8 million Jamaican dollars through this program, and she's failed high school.
Wow.
She doesn't even have a high school degree. So you don't have to have an education. You don't have to have a following. You don't have to, it doesn't matter what culture you are or where you live in the world, but you have to have a desire to want to change your life, and you have to be
Exactly.
coachable.
Exactly.
And then it's open for anyone. Yes. Sorry. Yes.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. Well, thank you so
Mm.
much. I won't keep you from your little girl any longer. I so appreciate you coming on and sharing your story and motivating, I hope, so many people in the world not to settle, not to give up. And there is a better life out there for you and for your family and for so many lives that you're touching. And we're all touching because of this wonderful opportunity. So thanks again. And I'm sure we'll
Oh,
be in
Sandy,
touch.
it's
I
only
hope
my
to meet you
pleasure.
someday.
Do you know what? I'm planning on going out to Michelle's house in June to the mastermind. So I'd love to meet you. I would to meet
Okay,
you.
that's an
Yes.
aim I'll definitely work toward.
Yes. Yes. That's my goal. Got it on my wall. That's my goal. Yes, absolutely.
Perfect.
Mm.
Okay, I wish you all the best, and I'm sure we'll talk soon. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you. Thank you so much for this opportunity. It's been an honor to just meet with you and chat with you, and I really appreciate you. Thank you so very much for this.
Thank you.
And my pleasure. Thank you.